searching for James Collins.
Police Story 1 and 2, who I believe, both directed by him, as well as starring.
Yeah.
And like everything by him, pretty much. I've wanted to talk about Jackie Chan for a while. In general, I've been wanting to.
He's a master.
Yeah, he is indeed a master of his craft, and it makes sense why he's like when you think of like martial arts, like he is the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's starred in like over hundreds of movies. At this point,
Dude's a madman. He will absolutely destroy his body, as is indicated by the credits for both of these movies.
Yeah, most of his movies show like the bloopers and like the stunts.
Bloopers, but they're like not funny. They're like, oh my god, really?
He hurt himself so much, especially Police Story 2. It seems like Police Story 2, they like really beat themselves up.
No, yeah, you can see him like bleeding and like getting like medical treatment and stuff, and it's like, oh no, are you okay? I mean, but these movies are a completely different breed from like even like the Bruce Lee movies that we've seen. Like they're not even kung fu movies. They're like they honestly try to be like everything.
They are. I think I've seen in interviews where like with this era in like especially Police Story 1, he's hearkening back to like what's his Buster Keaton.
Yeah, absolutely.
Charlie Chaplin, like 30s like silent film actors.
There's like comedy scenes. There's like I was talking about it while we were watching. Is like there are comedy scenes, there are drama scenes, there are action scenes, and these scenes do not mix.
No,
these are separate entities.
Yeah,
they all serve the story, but you don't have like jokes in a drama scene, and you don't have like any like. You know, they're separate things, ingredients that go into this like stew of a movie.
The drug dealers steal a bus.
Okay.
And Jackie Chan.
Yeah, that bus scene is wild.
Yeah, especially once Jackie Chan is hanging from the side of it. So Jackie Chan chases down this fucking bus on foot, and he has an umbrella.
He does a wild stunt that no one in their right mind would do.
But it looks so cool.
He hangs from an umbrella hook that looks broken in most shots, by the way.
Yeah.
It's clearly it's a harness, obviously. But like he's
definitely probably like wearing a harness.
But he's hanging off of a bus that's like speeding around corners, so he's like flinging out and like slamming against it again, and it's terrifying to watch.
Yeah, no, like he's fully swinging. He's like there are cars that are driving by the bus, and he's like hopping on the cars with his feet.
He's
and
insane.
Stuff.
He like there's a lot of shots like that in both of these movies where it's like, oh, if he didn't do that stunt right, he would have like lost the lower half of his body.
100%. He's a professional. I mean, Police Story 1 came out in 1985. Police Story 2 came out in 1988.
Mm-hmm.
Also marketed as Police Story Part 2 and Jackie Chan's Police Story Part 2.
That's true, though. It is his movie.
Continues the storyline of Chan's character, Kevin.
Kevin
Kakwe. And
Kevin Chan.
It is literally a direct sequel.
It is. It picks up right because honestly, this movie just ends and you have no resolution. You have no idea what happens.
True.
Like the first movie and the second movie kind of ends the same way. It's just like the action scene happens. You have no idea how anything has shaken out, and it just credits roll.
That is pretty much how all these fucking movies end. It's like once the big stunt happens, it's like go home.
It's like everyone leave the theater now.
Yeah. So basically the movie, if I remember, it opens up.
The color grading has changed.
Oh yeah, no, it's
it's so much more saturated and vivid.
Yeah, you can see that it got a bigger budget because the first one
it looks so much nicer.
A success. Everything is just more premium.
Yeah.
The camera work is more dynamic than the first one, although we talked about this. I think we're both on the same page as far as like the stunt work is not nearly as it's not that it's not as good. There isn't as much of it.
Yeah.
And it's not as like extreme.
This movie's more story focused than the first one.
Yeah, it's more story focused. It's a little more serious,
which is a weakness.
Yeah, it's a weakness, but the one area that I do think it improved is that Jackie's like acting performance I think is like a lot better in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think he's more confident acting. Which is saying something because he's popping on screen in the first one. Yeah,
like he definitely like probably, in both these movies he's being the director and he's being like, he's the main star, which involves being involved in all these crazy stunts and stuff. So it's like a lot on his shoulders,
Yeah. And he's doing like all these jobs. Meanwhile, he's getting ready to slide down a pole 5 stories and destroy his chest.
Yeah.
The police are searching for James Thomas.